Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mets on Top, episode 5 with my guy, Randy Talks Mets. De lo mío, ¿qué lo que?
Yo, what's up, bro? Suck lo que, bro? Man, what's going on, bro? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. It's a
You had a good
beautiful,
Thanksgiving, bro?
I had a great one. I
What
had a
what you
really
ate,
good
bro?
one.
What you ate?
Some moro,
Oof.
some pernil, some ensalada de papa,
Oh
the
yeah.
con remolacha, like
Oh,
all of
okay,
that,
okay,
bro.
okay. Está bien, está bien.
Some lasagna, some pasta,
Nice.
all the good things, man, all the good things. But it's funny how while we here celebrating Thanksgiving and being thankful for the people that we have and remembering the people that we lost around the way, that Mike Puma was on a different type of timing. I don't know, man. It seemed like he took this opportunity to be like, yo, I'm on vacation. There's no off-season news. There's nothing to report. So what I'm gonna do is
Mm,
I'm gonna put a report of my own and I'm gonna stir the pot a little bit. Now, let me
yeah,
just get a drink of water before I, continue here.
yeah, bro.
Now, over the last couple of hours, there has been speculation between the vibes of the Mets clubhouse, what's been going on, and stuff like that. But was two particular things. One, I could see why it happened, and then the other one is just straight stupid. But we're gonna get to the one that we all want to get to, right?
Yeah,
Jeff McNeil and Francisco Lindor part two, right? So, since I'm not gonna pay New York Post money and try to look into the entire article, I'm gonna show you guys the excerpts that Sleeper Mets, shout out to Sleeper Mets on Twitter, that he posted from the article. I guess he gave them the $4 and subscribed to their thing and decided to say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna update you guys with whatever whatever was said. So we're gonna start it off here, right? Francisco Lindor and Jeff McNeil had a heated confrontation last season after a defensive lapse on June 20th in Philadelphia, per New York Post underscore Mets, which is Mike Puma, where Lindor reportedly began verbally attacking McNeil, leading to a tense standoff between the two. Now, Randy, when you first saw this, what was your thoughts?
bro. My first reaction to it, um, it wasn't a surprise to me. I don't think that Lindor and McNeil, mix together well. I think they have multiple issues. I think they've had. You saw remember the situation about Lindor choking him, in the clubhouse and all that stuff. Like, and the raccoon situation, all that leads to Jeff McNeil and Lindor, and also their defense together is not amazing. So it's just a lot of things with McNeil. We know that McNeil, he's a guy that is fiery, but he has an attitude, and sometimes he takes things to the heart. And he's just a player that I just don't want on my team. I just don't want Jeff McNeil here anymore. And I think that the Mets got to move past this guy and get rid of him, especially because of this Lindor situation, but just because he is not a player that is going to be a starting second baseman for you anymore because you have Marcus Semien. So it doesn't make sense that he's here anymore. Okay, you want to talk about him being a utility player. I mean, he could be a utility player, but do you want this guy still with Lindor and still in the clubhouse? I don't know, and I don't think so.
Right, right. Did that make you look at Lindor a different way? Because there's a lot of people that are saying, well, you know, it's happening again, and Lindor was the one that's upset, and then obviously the whole thing with Juan Soto, which we'll get to, because like I said, I think that's the stupid part. I
I'm
think
gonna
people
tell
are
you
kind
this
of
about
reaching, but
Lindor. I'm gonna tell you this about Lindor. He's a hard worker. He's a
mm,
competitor.
mm,
he knows what he's doing out there. He knows what he's doing out there. He is basically, whether Brandon Nimmo wants to believe it or not, he's their leader. He's one of their leaders. He's a big part of the Mets. And I think he's not in the wrong at all. I don't think he's in the wrong at all. So McNeil, I don't want this guy here. I don't.
So you see Jeff McNeil as the main problem, right? You
I
think it's
see.
just
I see. Also, we also got to look at the record. Let me see if I can find it because let me see because I think Carson posted it.
shout out
Because
to Carson, man. Shout out to
uh,
Carson from Mets Weekly. Appreciate you, bro.
I know he posted. Let me see something. I know
Make
he.
sure y'all follow Mets Weekly. Make sure y'all follow Carson on X,
Um,
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. They
yeah,
got really
look,
good
the New
content,
York
man.
Mets have a 195 record wins and 212 losses record with Jeff McNeil since 2023. And then the New York Mets are 52 and 2027 without Jeff McNeil since 2023. So you look at those numbers and you also look at last year, right when Jeff McNeil came back, that fucking I'm sorry for the language, but that play in the Washington Nationals game, you know what play I'm talking about,
Mhm.
that costed the Mets the game, and that was the walk-off win for the Nationals. That was the first game, I believe, that Jeff McNeil came back and started this horrendous decline for this team.
Whew. Well, I'll say this: Francisco Lindor. There are people that actually want Francisco Lindor gone because of this situation. Now, there are other people that wanted Francisco Lindor gone because of him not giving qualities as a captain, him not playing hard at times, him always being inconsistent. I'm gonna tell you something. The only people that want Francisco Lindor gone from this team are Latinos themselves and the whites. And I hate to bring the race conversation, but it's 100% a fact. Unless you know Francisco Lindor personally, and you're like, nah, he not that guy. There's no reason for you to justify that Francisco Lindor doesn't care or that he should be gone. I can't seem to think otherwise. Like I can't really put my mind to it because
Well,
I don't know. Like I said,
I
I
mean,
honestly don't know. For a guy that's passionate, for a guy that tries to limit himself, he tries to limit the mistakes. Of course, he's gonna hold Jeff McNeil accountable.
yeah,
Mind you, let's not forget about the fact that Jeff McNeil has been here longer than Francisco Lindor,
yeah,
and Francisco Lindor has held you accountable twice for dumb
probably more
shit
than
that has
that.
happened
Probably more than that.
that we don't know of.
But
Correct.
we
Here's
we
another
don't
thing.
know of.
Here's another thing. If the Mets would have made the playoffs last year, do you honestly think that Mike Puma would have released that article? Let's say if that happens and they still make the playoffs, do you think this article would have came out? Because I don't. I'm asking you.
I
I'm asking you because I don't. I don't think it does.
I think Mike Puma, he's a a respected reporter. I think he would have said something about this after, even if they would have made the playoffs.
So you think even if they made the playoffs, he still
Yeah,
would have put this out?
I think so.
So here's another question that I'm gonna ask you. Since you call him a respected reporter, what do you think his intention was to release this article?
I think he his intention for releasing the article was to show some behind the scenes clubhouse chemistry issues
Mm-hmm.
between the team.
See, that's kind of embarrassing to me.
But it's not. I mean, it's tough because I don't know.
There's no the thing is, Randy, there's no need for it, bro. That that's where how I look at this shit.
But what
There's
if
no
it's
need for it.
information that
I don't need nobody needs to know that.
it got clicks?
Right, because that's all people want is clicks. That's
Mm.
all people want. Yeah, he's not here's my thing. He's not look, nobody else put that out. Martino never mentioned anything about it. Mind you, this happened June 20th.
About the Jeff McNeil Lindor. Yeah,
Yes,
no,
this
you're right.
happened June 20th.
Yeah.
That's my fucking point. This happened June 20th, and you wait till the off season to do this shit. I get it. People are like, listen, at least he didn't do it during the season, da 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 da, whatever. It does not matter. It didn't need to come out. Just like, and this is where I'm gonna pivot a little bit. Nobody needs to know that fucking Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor are who cares? We don't care if they're opposite. Yes, Francisco Lindor is more into fashion. Juan Soto is not. Okay. Do you want a cookie? Does anybody, what the hell do we, if these two, I don't care if these two are best friends or not. You know what I care about? That they're stepping on the fucking field and they're playing right. They're playing good every
Do you
night.
want a cookie? I love it.
Like, I just don't understand why people have to magnify a
Yeah.
situation that doesn't need to be magnified. It doesn't.
No, I
Yes,
mean,
they're
look,
completely opposite. Cool. I've seen them literally dap each other up and smile while they were on the field. But nobody wants to bring that up. Why? Because Mike Puma did something great. He gave us information to fucking talk about, like we're doing now. See, the fact that we're even giving this shit airtime is pissing me off. But I say, you know what? I want to get my opinion out there.
Eva makes a good point. I think I might be wrong. I don't. Maybe the article. Yeah, I don't think the article would have come out if they would have made the playoffs.
I don't think it would have.
I think
In
it
my
would.
opinion, I just don't see a scenario where Mike Puma has to be like, damn, this team had a good run, but you know what? I think the fans need to know what happened between Francisco Lindor and Jeff McNeil. Why?
I think David. I think, and I've been saying this for some time. I've been saying since in even during the season, the clubhouse didn't look the same. The clubhouse didn't look the same. The chemistry didn't look the same. And it was for most of the season, even when they were winning. I was talking about the chemistry. It just didn't. It didn't look. It didn't look right. It just didn't look forced. It looked
Right, right.
unoriginal. Like you were forcing Juan Soto to do this celebration
When he didn't
when
want to.
Lindor and
Right.
Soto. I didn't see them together. It was just weird. It was just like there was not like the feel of that chemistry, obviously that we had in 2024. Because I mean, you lost Severino, you lost certain guys, but it just didn't feel like I was waiting for something for we can see some type of chemistry again, but I don't think we ever saw that. I mean, some like I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't. So I thought that was an issue from the beginning. Um, and yeah, it was some. It was the same team. You lost some people, but I don't know, man. I think the clubhouse issues is something that I thought of before and I've talked about. So I'm not surprised by all of this that's coming out. I'm not surprised by this, Dave. I'm really not, because I knew that there was clubhouse issues. I was talking to people on Twitter Spaces about what's going on with Juan Soto, what's going on with the body language, what's going on with Lindor and Soto. What's going on with these guys? I just don't see real chemistry. I'm like, what the hell?
I mean, listen, it was evident from the start that the chemistry between in the locker room wasn't there. Got it. I
And Carlos
absolutely
Mendoza
understand that.
también Carlos Mendoza. It didn't look like he looked like he lost the club.
It looked like he didn't
It
have
didn't look
them
like.
in control. Right, correct. I agree. My problem is though, why does this what notion do you get of putting this out now? You see what I'm saying?
No, I
Like
get it.
like that to me, it just doesn't make any sense. So for Mike Puma, he had one intention in mind, and that was to stir something for his clout, for his amusement, for his game, so people could look at him and people could go to his profile and follow him because they're like,
Yeah,
yo, this guy obviously has more of the exclusives than anybody else. We're gonna go to him. We're gonna follow him
yeah,
so we can get all the juicy stuff out. Because
yeah.
since he's putting that out there, it to me it's not right. It's not right. And you know what? At the end of the day, it still doesn't change the fact that Jeff McNeil needs to be traded.
Yeah.
But again, I never said he needed to be traded because of that. He needs to be traded because he's on the decline.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, I get it. I respect your opinion. And yeah, yeah, I definitely. I think that this situation is just a situation that we're talking about because there's not we're not the Mets are not signing people. The Mets are not trading people. They need to do some work, man.
Listen, I just don't think that even if they don't need to sign anybody right now. Why does this have to come out? Is my point. I see what
Oh
you're
no,
saying, but
it this
never
article.
need this article never needed to come out. It never
Yeah,
did. There was no reason for you to even talk about that.
I mean, oh, I don't know, man. I don't think there was a reason either. I don't think that there
There's
needed.
not. There's not. So then
It's
what? So now
not
the notion is, oh,
not a big surprise.
Lindor, like for example, Metcast put a thing saying that, oh, if there was any opportunity of Francisco Lindor getting the captain opportunity, that just went out the window. Why? Why? So Francisco Lindor is having an argument with Jeff McNeil because of something that Jeff McNeil did wrong. And yet, because he decided to put his fucking foot down and decided to open his mouth, all of a sudden the captaincy for Francisco Lindor is out the window. How
as
does that
as
make sense?
as much as because I wanted Lindor to be captain at the time, I really wanted it when David Wright did that retirement ceremony. I wanted him to be like, "Oh, I had this plan in my head." I'm like, "Yo, all right, I'm done here, but now you take the reins." That's what I wanted from David Wright and the Lindor situation and captain. I wanted from that. But then I realized this is not our decision. Like this is the team's decision. And if the team doesn't want to make Lindor captain, then they're probably not going to make him captain.
He doesn't need to be captain.
I don't and that's the thing. I've talked to, your boy Jose Reyes, and he told me he doesn't need the C. He
He
doesn't need
doesn't
the C
need
on
to
the
see.
chest.
My thing is though, why if he did get the C, why would a Jeff McNeil confrontation take that away from him? See, this is
It
my
shouldn't. I
problem
don't think
with
it
big
does.
outlet people that consider
It doesn't.
themselves big
It doesn't.
outlet media. Why the hell would that take
It
that away from him?
it
If
it,
anything, that should
doesn't.
give him the courage to give it to him now. Because Steve Cohen should look at that and be like, yo, you know what? I respect Jeff McNeil, but I like the fact that Francisco Lindor stood up to him and said, yo, what you did, you gotta wake the fuck up.
And it's not the first time.
It's not the
The thing,
first time.
this whole Jeff McNeil Lindor thing, it's just not the first time. Like I already knew this. I already this is a guy that they just don't mix. Like I just nah. They could be all lovey dovey for the camera, but that's fake. Get out of here. Like get out. Even in 2024, when they were all hanging out and partying or whatever, and I just McNeil there. I don't know.
Listen,
I just
at the
didn't.
end of the day, it is what it is, bro. I just like I said, I just don't like the notion that Lindor is the one that needs to be that they need to get rid of Lindor because it's Lindor that's speaking now. Yeah, it is. If it is Lindor speaking now, good, good. because it seems to me like the one person he has an
Yeah.
issue with is Jeff McNeil. Good. And listen, Francisco Lindor, by all counts, was not pretty either. He had
No.
I would consider it last year as his worst year defensively. That's 100%. But when have you heard Francisco Lindor not take accountability?
He
So
usually
if
does.
he's gonna take accountability, my teammates need to be held accountable as well. It's not just me. It's a team game. Baseball is all about a team game. It's not I. So if I'm fucking up, I need to at least make sure that the rest of my teammates aren't fucking up as well.
Yeah.
I just again, it's common sense, bro.
No, it is. It's common sense. Like this, Lindor, man, he's a well-respected guy. He's not gonna get traded, whether people want to talk about him getting traded or not. And people have their reasons why they want him to get traded or they don't like him or whatever. I don't think he's not getting traded. He's not going anywhere. And yeah, we that's Lindor. That's our shortstop. That's shortstop.
Listen,
That's
I'm
it.
I'm 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 glad to have Francisco Lindor as my shortstop. I'm glad that if we all talk, all of us as fans talk about how we need somebody to fucking speak out, show a little attitude. The nicest guy on the field does it, and now everybody wants him gone.
We gotta get rid of McNeil. We gotta get rid of him. We gotta get rid of him.
But listen, I think the Marcus Simeon thing just showed just made that possibility even stronger.
But then what's weird is David Stearns called him apparently, and he's like, talk to him. And so I don't know. I don't know what the hell. I don't
Who
know if
knows
they're gonna trade him or not. I don't know.
who knows what David Stern's thinking, man. David Stearns is a weird cat. David Stearns is one weird motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, I honestly, the Marcus Simeon thing, I can understand it to a certain extent. I can understand it because look, you had to get rid of Brendan Nimmo, right? He was a liability in left field. He
Yeah.
still has 5 years on his deal. You kind
That's
of
how you
shut
gotta
away.
look at it. Like
Right. That's the
bad
only way you
contract's
gotta
a
look
bad
at it.
contract.
That's the only way you gotta look at it.
That's it.
So now you have your second baseman, right? Jeff McNeil, there's only two ways this could go. He's a utility player that's not going to play every day, or he's starting the year in center field.
Starting the year in center field.
Based on what David Stern said, right? You talk about the phone call. How else do you see that going if they don't trade him? I'm asking you right now. If David Stearns comes out today and says we're not trading Jeff McNeil is going to be on the opening day roster for 2026. How do you see that playing out with Jeff McNeil?
I think he's going to be a utility player. I don't see him being our starting center fielder.
Right. Well, for him to call him and talk to him about shit like that makes me think that his mindset is, yeah, we're gonna have Jeff McNeil start the year in center field, and I
But
don't
there
want
was
that.
also a report that came out, and I think it was from David Stearns that said he's not going to play much center field. So it just doesn't make
He's
sense.
weird. I'm telling you, Randy, he's fucking weird. This guy is a weirdo. I don't seem to think. I can't see it. I can't see it. But you want to know what? It smells like he would do something like that. I swear to God, it smells like he would do. Carson Binge would probably spend another 2 months in fucking in the minors, and you'll have Jeff McNeil playing center field behind Tyrone Taylor. Tyrone Taylor will be coming off the bench. Think about that.
I don't think Stearns is that dumb to put Jeff McNeil starting there for 2 months. I don't.
He did it last year.
But that was a different situation.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because even when we had Cedric Mullins, he was still putting Jeff McNeil in center field. Fuck out of here.
Because Cedric Mullins was so bad.
Right, but you didn't use him for his bat. You got it for defensive purposes. I kept telling you, I don't care what Cedric Mullins does with his bat. He's here for defense. He's here for defense because Tyrone Taylor was hurt. Now that it just smells weird to me. Like
he was here for offense.
We had defense. I didn't look at it that way.
You should have
looked at it that way. No, why? If Tyrone Taylor got hurt,
Tyrone Taylor was a horrible offensive player.
Right, but he got hurt. They were still playing Tyrone Taylor regardless. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They were still playing Tyrone Taylor regardless. Remember, we were all saying in spaces, "Yo, when is Tyrone Taylor gonna wake the fuck up?" They were still
because
playing him,
he wasn't providing offensively.
right? But he was still playing defensively. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
bro,
they
but that's
needed
my
to
point.
trade. They needed to trade for an upgrade offensively, and they traded for Cedric Mullins.
It didn't work, but
It
they still
didn't
could have
work.
they were still using him for defense. That's what I'm saying. Even with Cedric Mullins, they still were putting Jeff McNeil in center field. That's what I'm. The whole point is that they still had options to get McNeil away from the outfield. Is what I'm saying, and they still went with him. So to me, it's like if you're not gonna trade him, for me it just seems like they, because he's a vet and because he can still play he can still play the field regardless of what we think. They're gonna utilize that with him, and I'm just scared that it's gonna be in center field because you're not gonna move Marcus Semien now. Marcus Semien has every right to play second base over Jeff McNeil. It's 100%.
Yeah, he's
It's
playing
100%.
second base regardless. He's gonna play second base.
It's just weird things with that with David Stearns. He says one thing and then he says a whole other thing.
I don't want to see Jeff McNeil as my center fielder. I'll tell you that. I think
Get
he's going to
ready.
give the kid Carson Benz a chance to play and a chance to win the job.
Get ready. Get ready. If Carson Bench is not here, Jeff McNeil's on this roster.
You're starting center fielder.
Another yes. Well, no, I'll take that back. Tyrone Taylor is going to be your starting center fielder, but I don't think you're not going to.
You mean Jeff McNeil is going to be your starting left fielder?
Oh, it's even. Oh, just get Jeff McNeil off this fucking team, bro. Just get him off this team.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How much, like, bro?
Ovi says send McNeil to Jupiter, bro.
Yes. And don't bring him back, please.
Yo.
Please. Please, bro. Please. Oh my god. Here, I got another question for you. You know what? Since we're on this Jeff McNeil thing, what's your trade package for him?
What's my trade package for Jeff McNeil?
For Jeff McNeil. To move Jeff McNeil.
I'm trading Jeff McNeil and Kodai Senga
to Miami for Sandy Alcantara?
No. For maybe a young prospect for Mitch Keller.
What's that young prospect?
Jack Wenninger.
For Mitch Keller. Okay.
Now,
okay. I'll send him.
Would the Pirates want to take that money? I don't know. Because that's taking Senga's contract. That's taking McNeil's money. Maybe.
I know Miami would probably take it. For Alcantara.
You think Miami would take Senga, McNeil for Alcantara?
If you do exactly what you just said, put in a prospect. Put in a higher prospect though.
You got to put in a Sprout.
Or you could. Would you give up? Would you put Tong in that deal?
I wouldn't trade Tong for Sandy Alcantara. I don't know.
No, you're right. Yeah, okay.
I think Tong. I know. I get it.
Because I wouldn't do Sprout.
You wouldn't do Sprout?
No, because I think Sprout has right now between Jonah Tong and Sprout. I think Sprout has the better upside right now.
I don't blame you there. I don't. I think Tong needs to figure out one more pitch. And he needs to mature a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to figure out that pitch is very important because You can't just throw fastballs in the middle to major league hitters. They're gonna hit the ball.
Right,
So
right. And I had one in mind too. I was thinking maybe we could do. You could probably do Minnesota, but then again, I don't think Minnesota's gonna take a old Jeff McNeil and a Kodai Senga and give up Joe Ryan. That's kind of
no,
they'll
no,
they'll
no,
laugh at
no,
y'all. They'll be
no,
like, hell
no,
no,
no, no, no,
nah. They'll be like, hell no.
no
Why do
chance.
that? Why do that? What you think a trade? What you think a trade would take to get
Byron
Byron
Buxton.
Buxton? I don't even want to think about that, but yeah.
Oh, the Byron Buxton trade. I don't think Carson Bench has to be in it.
But what's your trade? Listen, you probably looking at me like, why the fuck would you not want Byron Buxton, guys? Met fans, for the ones that want Byron Buxton, the top of those, clean your ears, please, clean your ears, and just listen to what I'm about to tell you. For a fan base, right? And just please, make sure y'all sit down for this. Make sure you guys just listen to what I have to tell you. For a fan base that cries so much about injuries, Byron Buxton, literally all he has to do is sneeze and he's out for 3 weeks. That's how bad of an injury prone player he is. Now, when he's healthy, he is one of the best center fielders in the league. But why the hell am I going to take that risk? Why?
I mean, it depends on who you have, because if you have a Byron Buxton at center field and you have a Cody Bellinger, right? Let's say
Okay.
you have Cody Bellinger, Byron Buxton,
Okay.
and then you Buxton gets injured. You got Carson Bench.
Right. But I can avoid that by just using Carson Bench.
You can avoid that by just using Carson Bench. You're right.
Why not? You know what I'm
I
saying? If they're so on this whole thing of giving Carson Bench that opportunity, why not do that? Why even waste prospects to go put myself in that risk?
you know
That's
why I
my
think
problem.
Buxton would be a fit, because he's right-handed. That's a big thing. With this team and the way this team is going,
The
they
Yankees,
need right-handed bats.
the
That's
Yankees,
why Pete Alonso is so important to this
the
to this
Yankees.
whole vision,
But
because
you see what I'm
all we
saying though,
have
right?
is basically lefties, bro. Like,
The Yankees, right?
yeah. We're
You
like
think
the
no? What I'm saying is Byron Buxton would be a good piece for them.
Byron Buxton would be a good fit for the
He
Yankees.
yeah, he would
No,
be
the
a, he.
Byron Buxton, I think they just have too. I think the Yankees have too many outfielders, so I don't think Byron Buxton would be a fit for the Yankees.
If you know what, I would have said that if they didn't give Trent Grisham that qualifying offer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if they would have not given him that
And
qualifying.
they're
Yo,
probably gonna try to bring back Bellinger or
you don't you let me ask you a question. You don't think this Jew motherfucker would have tried to get Trent Grisham?
David Stearns.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like him. If he didn't take that qualifying offer, he would have been given free agent. It isn't, and he would have looked at his stat. I get that he's not that great of a defender, but he to his extent, to his reasoning, Trent Grisham did hit 30 home runs last year. You don't think he would have looked at that and said, a lefty
Everybody in
bat?
Yankee Stadium. He hit
No, no,
30
no,
in
no, no,
Yankee
no.
Stadium.
I understand that. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But you don't think David Stearns, with the mindset that he carries, would have looked at that and said, "I'll take my chance. A cheap deal, nothing too crazy. A center fielder that can hit about
I could,
20,
I, could- I
20."
could, I could see him getting maybe
It's
a
it's
1 year deal or something like that. But
but it smells like it's up his alley, right?
yeah, yeah,
I swear to God, yo, Mets Nation would have been in fucking fumes if that would have
yeah.
happened. It smells like it's up. I'm telling you, bro. This dude is just like, he loves to pick up scraps and he just loves to make like stars out of them. I swear to
But
God,
but
it just
but,
seems like
but
it just seems
also
like him.
also maybe he would have not got him and just gave the chance to bench. I think he really
which
wants
is
to give
fine.
this chance to bench.
I honestly do too. I'm saying though, but it kind of seems like that's a,
No,
like
it does.
like
It does. I could see it. I could see it.
like if they would have not brought Tyrone Taylor back and they would have had Carson Bench play behind
Yeah.
uh this Trent Grisham on a 1 year deal. Like
It's
that,
funny.
like it seems like he would have done some
I
shit like that.
remember I was watching, I think it was WFAN, and Evan was talking about a Jeff McNeil for Grisham trade. And in my head, and during the season, I was like, no.
Yeah, no, yeah, ew.
During the season, I said no, but I'm like, after the season, I'm like, that would have worked for us.
Right, right.
That would have worked perfectly. We needed a center fielder. It would have made sense. But
Right.
it is what it is. Ovi
Yeah.
said Nick Morabito, Jonathan,
And
Jet,
Jet
Weniger for Ryan Clifford.
for
Golly.
Buxton and
For
Ryan.
Buxton and Ryan.
Hell no. Yo, pero Obi, tú estás en droga, loco. Hell no. I'm already telling you I don't want the dude because he's always hurt. You think I'm gonna get the fuck out of here? No, nah. You know what? Go send that to Schoolboy and I'll do that for Schoolboy.
But
If
Ty,
Detroit
you
even
wouldn't. But
I wouldn't what?
Joe, do you value Joe Ryan the way other people value Joe Ryan? Because
no.
people really value Joe Ryan, think he's a number one or whatever.
He's good. He's good, but he's not. You know how many prospects? Yo, pero Ovi, I love you. Ovi, te quiero mucho, bro. La marihuana que tú estás fumando, loco, te está jodiendo la cabeza, loco. Bro, no, he's not worth that to me. He's not. You see, this is the thing. People are going to want, this is what Met fans really want. Yeah, let's just take Byron Buxton because we're going to get Joe Ryan. It does not matter. I don't want that. I don't. If you're going to give the opportunity to Carson Bench, do it. Do it now.
But you know what the thing was so good about Buxton, though? I get it. He doesn't play 160 games. But the amount of production he gives you in 130 games is probably better than what you're going to get out of a lot of different players in 162.
Yeah, but then I'm going to have to keep asking myself, when the hell is this dude going to play?
Yeah.
Why would I want to, like, again, I'm serious, Randy, like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm seriously just a conversation between you and me, like, on a serious shit. Why would I want to take that risk?
It's a risk. It's a risk.
Why am I gonna give away? Let's just put it up here for a second. Let's look at the guys he wants to give up. Oddvillain said Nick, Tong, Williams, Weniger, Ryan Clifford. Why would I want to give those guys up for a guy that I'm scared isn't gonna be out for more than 2 weeks? Come back, play maybe 2 weeks, and then get hurt again.
Joe Ryan, you're getting Joe Ryan, who Joe Ryan has been really good. This season was really, really good. He has great strikeout stuff. Great. He has 2 years of control.
Okay.
So you put Joe Ryan and McLean together. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me.
So let me ask you a question. You wouldn't do this for Freddie Peralta?
Say again?
Freddie Peralta?
What?
You wouldn't do this type of trade.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not trading all these guys for a rental.
No.
He's a rental.
Hold up. I'm saying you wouldn't at least trade 2 of these guys for Freddie Peralta.
Oh, I'll trade Nick Morabito and Weniger for Freddie Peralta.
Better option in my opinion.
I like Freddie Peralta. I do. I really think that we're gonna get a pitcher from trading. Like we're gonna.
I do too. I just don't see,
because like we have the farm system.
Right. I just don't see the Joe Ryan happening. And
You don't.
I don't see the Mets giving all that up for a guy who's barely healthy. And again, yeah, Joe Ryan is good, but I don't think they want to take the Buxton. So I think they're gonna move away from it. I think they just want a pitcher. I think they're willing to let Carson Bench be the starting center fielder.
I forgot who exactly was it, but they said that they were interested in Buxton in the trade deadline, but he wasn't available because he said he didn't want to be traded. I forgot exactly what
I mean,
report.
he been said that during the All-Star. Remember All-Star weekend, he said that.
I know, but the Mets were interested in him.
That would have made that yo, bro. If that would have happened, I probably would have been scared every time, bro. He played.
I thought he would have been the perfect fit. That's the guy that
He
I wanted, and then he got injured.
he would have had me shitting in my pants. Honestly, like I know y'all probably looking at me like, yo, bunk. It's not that serious. It is serious because he's barely healthy, man. And I'm not saying he's whack. He is not. He is one of the best center fielders in the game. He's just always hurt. Guys, why am I going to do that? And then on top of that, David Stearns wants Carson Bench to play to get an opportunity.
See,
We want Carson Bench to get an opportunity. How many times have we been saying, yo, Carson Bench he needs to get a shot? So then
yeah.
I'm gonna go trade for a veteran that's gonna hold him back. It makes
Oh,
no sense.
you make a good point.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand what y'all saying. Yes, in 130 games,
Pero
yes, he does.
también Carson Bench could play left field.
But then I could also go get a left fielder.
You're right.
You can also go get a left fielder and spread your lineup pause even wider pause.
But do we really expect Stearns to really get 2 outfielders? No.
He doesn't have to. That's what I'm saying. Just go. You got your second baseman in Marcus Semien. Bang. That you address that situation, right? Because Ronnie and Acuna, they're not really gonna get that much playing time now that Semion's here. You're already gonna give an opportunity to your young stud in Carson Bench. So you're not basically signing a center fielder. You're just bringing somebody up. You got your backup center fielder in Tyrone Taylor, unless if it's switched around and Tyrone Taylor is your number one and Carson Bench is your number two until he gets hot and then they switch it. However they put it, you got your 2 outfielders. Now your left fielder is vacated where you can at least make a major signing and go get a bat to play the position. You see my point?
No, I see your point.
Now here's my thing. Now I get people are gonna be like, well, top. David Stearns doesn't sign guys to a long deal. Got it. Maybe this is his chance to go look at again. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I understand. Cody Bellinger is a nice option for you. Why? Because he's versatile.
Bro, I think Cody Bellinger. I look. I get people want to talk about the road and the home splits, but I think Cody is just a good player and gives you athleticism. He has a good arm. He has speed. He has a good bat. There's a lot to like with Cody. Is he gonna hit 40 home runs? Is he gonna hit 30 home runs in Citi Field? Probably not. Is
right.
he gonna give you a 20?
But he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to hit.
25?
He doesn't need to give you that.
Is he gonna bat for average? You see, like that type of stuff is important.
Right, but he doesn't need to give you 30, 40.
No, I don't think that he does. I don't think he does.
Right. But the reason why I say Cody Bellinger is because it still works out with Pete being here. Let's say if you do sign Pete. Let's say if you do sign Pete, right? Let's say if they get the Pete thing out now and then they go get Bellinger. He's so versatile because remember what's the one thing with Pete that we talk about? If he comes back, what does he need to do? He can play the field and also DH, correct?
Yep.
That's what makes Cody Bellinger so versatile. The days that Pete Alonso was a DH, you could put Cody Bellinger in first base.
You could also,
then you can also put if you're not going to trade Jeff, you could put Jeff McNeil in left field.
I was talking to someone about this. I was saying maybe you could do Pete Alonso at DH and sign a Ryan O'Hearn for first base.
I'm okay with that because you still bring Pete back, right? As your DH. Now you address the DH situation. You get a solid defender in Ryan O'Hearn, and you still bring.
And you get a pretty good hitter, is Ryan O'Hearn, who's
a
good hitter.
Bang.
You're
There you
adding
go.
a lot to the
There you go.
club with just those two
There,
moves.
there you go. It's not bad.
That
It's
doesn't
not
sound
bad.
bad to me.
Their two options are not bad. But this is what I'm saying. This is why. This
And
is
then I know
why.
what people are gonna say though, David. They're
What?
gonna be
Oh,
like,
why are you getting a Ryan O'Hearn in
no,
here?
no,
He's
they're gonna
not
be
that
like,
good.
what's next? What? Oh, you still got to get two frontline starters. You still got to get an outfielder.
You
Like,
can still do that. They just address if they get the Cody Bellinger, they just address the left field option. But that's my point is that they can pivot to that if they want to. And then if they don't trade Jeff McNeil, the days that Cody Bellinger is because they're not gonna have Pete DH almost every game. The games that Cody Bellinger is playing first base, you can put Jeff McNeil in there. It's okay.
but we also gotta think who is that right-handed guy that they want, because I know that they want to get more right-handed. That's the
What pitching for the rotation?
no
Are you talking about the
position.
lineup?
I'm talking about the lineup
Okay,
because
so
you
let's.
can't make this team all lefties.
Okay, all right.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
right. No,
I like
you're
Ryan
absolutely right.
O'Hearn, but he's a lefty.
Right. You're absolutely right. You're
I
absolutely right.
like Cody Bellinger, but he's a
He's a
lefty.
lefty.
I
Right.
like Carson Bench, but he's a
He's a
lefty.
lefty. Right. Right.
I like
Okay.
Pete Alonso. He's a
He's a
righty.
righty. Right.
Lindor, switch hitter. Soto,
You know what?
lefty.
You know why it's hard to kind of judge that a little bit. Not what you're saying in particularly. The situation and the issue with
Beatty, lefty.
right. The situation with the options in left field is so hard because there's one guy that I think if the Mets were to trade for, I think would solve all that. Fernando Tatis.
Oh, eh, Fernando Tatis Jr. Fernando Tatis Jr., who I learned yesterday, he wants to play for the Mets.
Is that 100% true?
Yeah.
That are you breaking something that nobody else knows?
I heard yesterday from somebody that he's wanted to play for the Mets for some time.
He wanted or he still wants to?
He wants to.
Is that 100% fact?
I mean,
Do you know 100% that this person that told you that knows Fernando Tatis Jr.?
I know 100% that this person knows that conversation and a person that talked to Tatis.
Bueno, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Martino is living up to his name because if that's 100% fact, David Stern's got to make that trade now.
I know when I heard that yesterday, I was like, wow. I was like,
he could still make that trade if they still have him on the trade block. You could still put him. You could still make that trade.
Ever said if Tatis came to the Mets, no one would hear from me. Which
Yeah, I didn't get that one. Eva,
what you mean?
you got to explain yourself on that.
You gotta explain. You gotta go to the
Yeah, please. Unless she's just saying that she's like, you would never hear from me. You would never hear from me because I'm enjoying Fernando Tatis. Oh,
in a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way. There you go.
All right, hold up. He said, did Top just Rube is in. Rube, the Pope is in the building.
Woo!
He said, did Top just miss the fact that Joe Ryan was the headliner in this trade at odd? Hey, yo, Pope, that's not the point, bro. That's not the point. I get it. You're trying to take on a Byron Buxton contract to have Joe Ryan. I understand that, but there's other ways to pivot, is my point. There's other ways to pivot. You know what's funny about this is that I've been saying a guy that fucking Pope wants for a long time.
Fernando Tatis Jr.?
No, Freddie Garcia, Peralta, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
I say, please, Pope, say something about that, please, because I'm trying to, I'm going, I'm helping you. 15 million. He said 50 million for Buxton. You wildin', Top. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna see what that 50 million does when he's on the bench because he's hurt and he could barely run. 111 games, 35 bombs. Okay, all right, cool. Listen, if he could stay healthy and prove me wrong,
Those are
I love.
facts.
Listen, those are facts. He's not
Which I
wrong.
was telling you,
That
you
listen,
the production that he gives you, obviously playing a little amount of games compared to the 162 is better than
that
what probably you're gonna get from people
you
that
got
play
you
162.
you guys are not wrong. You guys are not wrong. I love to be proven wrong. I really do. However, if that trade happened, the moment that this motherfucker gets hurt and is out for more than 2 weeks, I swear to God, an apology should be written to me. Especially from you, motherfucker, because you out here campaigning for this motherfucker. You, yeah, you, Randy, you. He said, apologize to the Jewish community.
Yo, yo, that's
No,
hilarious.
well, hey, listen, let him make the trade and let Byron Buxton at least play half the season without getting hurt, and I'll apologize. I promise you.
Yo,
You on recording right here. It's on record that if he makes the trade and it happens, and Byron Buxton plays at least an entire up until the All-Star break healthy, or he doesn't get hurt for more than 2 weeks, I will apologize, and I swear to God, I will own up to what I'm saying. I promise you. I'm saying it here.
I DH Buxton once in a while to keep him healthy.
Okay. Bam. Bam. See, I will be okay with that. I will be okay
That's
with that.
interesting. That's
I
interesting.
would be okay with that.
That
Why?
is
Because
interesting.
now what it does, it gives Carson Bench more time to play the field. I will be okay with that. Here's the kicker though. Met
Got it.
fans are gonna lose their opportunity for Pete Alonso to be a DH.
But you can't expect Pete Alonso to be this DH for the
No,
162,
no. Listen, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
right?
I'm okay with Pete Alonso not DHing next year or the year after that, right? I think he still has a couple of more seasons before they start putting him as a DH more than playing the field. I'm okay with that. What I'm saying is for the Mets fans that automatically want him to become half DH, half first base. It's just for them, not for me.
Yeah.
Like I said, this right here, this I would absolutely do. Yes, if you're telling me that the notion is we'll trade for him because we're getting the pitcher that we want, but Buxton has to be okay with not playing the field every day, I'm okay with it because I know it'll keep him healthy. He'll be fine.
And you're losing Jet and you're losing Tong.
You gotta give a big.
You gotta
What do we
give.
talk
You gotta
about?
give to
What
get.
do we talk about? You gotta give to get. There's no way you're gonna tell me that you hey, you gotta do it, Randy. You don't be prospect hugging on me, bro.
No, I'm not.
Don't
I'm
be
not.
prospect hugging on
I'm
me,
not
bro.
prospect. I'm
No,
telling
that's
you.
what you
I'm
sound
just
like.
telling
That's
you
what you
what you're
sound like.
losing. That's it. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not prospecting. I'm not. I'm not.
Here's another thing. People already considering Sproul over Tong. So that's number one, right? A year ago, people were ready to get rid of Jet Williams.
You're right.
Yes.
The Garrett Crochet trade.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. They were still ready to get rid of him.
You're right.
Right. So okay. So then that means if we're gonna get rid of the two motherfuckers that people are kind of overlooking, I'll do it.
And also is the thing is like, really think about it, y'all. Where the hell is Jet Williams even gonna play? Is he gonna play second base? No, you got Marcus Semien. Like, what the
I just want to confirm. So people in the last, I know I was talking wild. This is the only way I'd be okay with them bringing in Buxton right here. Shout out to my. Oh, I can't even say his name. Yo, can you say that name right there? Maya Gez.
I don't know how to. I didn't even because I was gonna say it, but I didn't know how to say it.
Maya. I'm gonna say Maya Gez. Met 62. He said I DH Buxton once in a while to keep him healthy. This is the only way that I would be okay with bringing in Buxton. Yes, I'm okay. I like Joe Ryan. I think Joe Ryan is good. If you have to bring in Buxton, I'd be okay with it if they do it this way.
Maya Gez. I don't know how to say it. I don't know.
Randy's still stuck on the name. Randy,
I don't know how to say it, bro. I don't know how to say it.
Just know that the statement is a good statement. That's it.
He also said, as for the rotation, I tried for Freddie Peralta and to sign Framber Valdez.
That's not a bad choice. I mean, let me take that back. Let me take that back. Because if the Gomez of the Hectors is saying that you're gonna sign him for what was it, 6 years?
It was
What?
6 years. To was 6 years, 200 million.
Mm.
33 million a year.
I mean, yo, I'm gonna tell you something right now, bro. Not that it's a good contract, but that Dylan Cease contract is OD.
Imagine if Dylan Cease would have pitched good, what he would have got.
Toronto's OD for that. Toronto, y'all OD for that. I'm gonna just be
their guy and they
listen,
got him.
Listen, Toronto. Yeah,
Look,
y'all listen.
David
7
Stearns
years,
is sleeping,
$210 million, bro.
Bro, what is David Stearns doing? Nothing.
So you would have given Dylan Cease that contract. Yo, loco. Oh my God.
I'm not saying I would. I'm not saying I would.
No. The way you just looked at me right now.
I would. I'm not saying I would. Because that's a huge, because 7 years, that's a lot of contract. But I would have gave him probably a 4-year contract around there.
What's how much money though? It's definitely not 210.
No,
he's not reaching the 200 mark with me. I'm telling you that.
I can't believe he even reached it. That's crazy.
That's Toronto. Toronto's desperate. They got no pitching.
They got pitching.
Toronto's gone. Pitching. What do you mean? Bieber's gone.
Bieber's not gone.
He was on a 1-year deal.
Bieber is coming back.
He's a free agent right now.
No, he's not.
They just said he was on a 1-year deal.
They got him back, bro.
When did they get him back?
He took his option.
Right. Excuse me. You're right.
And they got Gausman.
Yes.
And they got Trey.
Yes.
Whatever the hell his name.
Savage.
And you got
Right. Okay. No. That changes the aspect.
That rotation is nasty.
I completely forgot that they got.
I don't know how you forgot.
I completely forgot. It's Toronto. I don't pay attention to Toronto like that.
Oh my God,
I completely forgot. So your starting rotation would be Trey Savage, Dylan Cease, Shane Bieber.
No. It's Gausman. You Savage.
You're right. Okay. Right. Kevin Gausman, Trey Savage, Dylan Cease, Shane Bieber. Who's your number 5?
Their number 5 is Jose Barrios.
Oh, I forgot about Barrios.
Yo, bro.
Wow. I forgot about Barrios.
They possibly have the best rotation in the American League when it's between the Yankees and Toronto, but they have possibly the best rotation.
Yo, I forgot about Barrios, bro.
I get it because he didn't. Bro, Barrios didn't even pitch in the postseason.
And they might get Edwin Diaz as their closer.
Hey, whoa.
Wow.
Get out of here with
Yo.
Nah, bro.
Yo,
you wildin'.
Toronto está cocinando, loco.
No.
Toronto está cocinando. Yo, bro, nah.
That shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening, bro.
No.
That shit ain't happening. Edwin Diaz is coming back to the Mets. Randy said it. Edwin Diaz will re-sign with the New York Mets. Okay? You could come back to me if it doesn't happen, but the Mets will re-sign Edwin Diaz.
And they might get Edwin Diaz?
Yo. The Mets are going to re-sign him, bro. He's not going to Toronto, bro.
Let me ask you a question. You think the Mets are going to give Edwin Diaz 5 years, 102
I think the Mets are going to get him 4 years, 90 million or something.
That don't smell like a Stearns move to me. I'm going to be honest with you.
Bro, they're going to do it, bro.
They don't smell. You know what smells like a David Stearns move?
They want him back.
I know they want him back, but it doesn't smell like that. That's what he wants to do. They already gave him that money in the extension. I don't think they want to do that again. I think what they want to do is try to get him on a less money. Yes, 100%. Well, what was the one you just said? You said what? 90 what? It was what? 90 what? You just said 90
I
something.
said 4 years, 90 million.
I think they'd rather do that. But you think he takes that?
Yeah. I think he
You know
takes
what?
that
I think he does take it because no other team is gonna
because
offer
no
him
other
exactly what
team
he
is going
wants.
to
Yeah,
offer
yeah,
more.
right.
Now,
However,
if another team offers more,
if
it
Toronto
could be
get if
it
Toronto
could be into
if
trouble. Could be into trouble.
if Toronto gives him 5 years, 100 mil like Zach, you know he's taking that.
If,
And they got the money to do it. And they got the money to do it.
I don't see Edwin Diaz going to Toronto, bro.
The,
That's
the money's there, Papa, and they just made the World
the money might be
Series.
there, Papa, but let me tell you, does he want to
They just
play there, bro?
it doesn't. They just made the World Series. Now, granted, I'm sure he loves. I'm sure he wants to end his career as a New York Met. But I don't
Bro,
unless
the
he's saying,
motherfucker was at Citi Field the other day. Like,
my nigga, it was a New York Mets. It was a Dominican Republic versus Puerto Rico game. Why wouldn't he be there?
bro, he was at Citi Field, bro.
Why wouldn't he be there?
He was at some suite. I don't know what suite it was, but
Okay, he's Edwin Diaz. Of course, they're gonna give him a suite.
Yo, bro, he's gonna be back with the Mets, bro.
I hope you're right. But now I'm starting to see it from a Toronto fan perspective. They're looking at it like, yo, we just got Dylan Cease and we got one of the best rotations in the league, and now we might get Edwin Diaz. Boy, yo, unless they go get Robert Suarez, which is not even a bad pickup either.
Robert Suarez would be a awesome pickup
for them, yeah.
Yeah.
You imagine if they even get Pete Fairbanks as a setup guy too. Ay, papa. Yo, the Bronx better be ready. The Bronx better be ready. Because honestly, it's not looking good. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Vladdy has a better season than he did last year, oh boy. Not Toronto, man.
Bro, I don't want to imagine Edwin Diaz in a Toronto uniform. I can't imagine Edwin Diaz in any other uniform. I can't imagine Edwin Diaz wearing another uniform for a baseball team, but the New York Mets. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. It's not going to happen.
I don't
it's
either.
Not going to happen.
I don't either. But we gotta temper our expectations. No. Yes, you do. No, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Hey. No, because we are. Listen. Here at Queens Baseball, and I hope I'm speaking for everybody in Queens Baseball. We are the leaders when it comes to this group and hypotheticals. Ain't nobody else can tell me no. There's nobody in this watching this shit. The 240 that we got here right now, especially the motherfuckers that represent Queens baseball. There's nobody that could tell me that when it comes to Mets baseball on X, every time we do a space, that we don't do a fucking hypothetical and motherfuckers don't catch on. Randy, what other group chat are you and me in that clowns these motherfuckers for doing hypothetical? You know. I ain't saying no names, but I know
what you're talking about
because it gets out there. So again, I'm not trying to put a hypothetical out there, which I kind of did, but I'm not trying to, tamper with the expectation that it won't happen because they got the money for it and they need a closer. Now, yes, they can pivot.
Bro. They got Jeff Hoffman, bro. They got Jeff Hoffman.
I get it. No, he's trash. You think they're gonna keep that motherfucker in there? He gave up a home run to Miguel Rojas. Out of all motherfuckers that you could give up a clutch game-tying home run in the 9th inning too, you gave it up to the most journeyman infielder in MLB history, Miguel fucking Rojas. They are shipping that motherfucker out of his position at this point. He's not an option no more. No, he lost all rights to be a closer for the Toronto Blue Jays. They're not doing that again. No, I'm sorry.
I could see them getting Robert Suarez.
Okay, right. That's if
I don't see them getting our guy Edwin Diaz.
I don't either. But you know what? It could happen. They got the money for it.
You're right. They got the money. You're right.
Okay. All right. So that's all we gotta say. Right? I'm just saying.
You're right.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
Listen. Off season's a weird shit, bro. The off season is fucking weird. We could wake up tomorrow and Jeff Passan could put out a report that Tyreek Schoolboy will be traded. Now what's that? Now what's gonna happen with that? Now everybody's gonna wake up and be like, "Espérate, hold up, wait a minute, hold up, yo, Stearns, are you seeing this?
Wait a
Are you
minute.
seeing this?
Stearns, coño, levántate de la cama.
I'm just saying. So
Levántate de la
again,
cama, bro.
all options are on the table for him.
A flip.
By the way, Flip. By the way, Flip.
¿Qué lo que, maní?
Randy's here. Y'all wanted to know where Randy was at?
¿Qué
He's here.
lo que, bro?
I got him here real quick.
Yo.
So cuando yo termine con él, you guys could bother him in the
Yo,
in the
¿qué lo
fucking
que,
group chat.
bro?
Good luck at Flip. Wow, speaking of Toronto, the number one wanted man in Canada, Master Flip.
He's actually wanted in
Master
San
Flip.
Diego too.
Yeah, nah, but listen, the shit that Flip was going through with Toronto fans. Hi, papa.
Yo, bro.
What a movie that was. What a movie that was.
I put out a trade for Tatis. Oh my god. And I got so much fucking, first of all, so much bullshit on it.
What was the trade?
It was, bro, look, it was
Is it on your Twitter?
Yeah.
Mándamelo, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I want to see this. It's funny because I haven't seen any of your trades, your hypotheticals.
Well, Fernando, it was Luis Angel Acuna, Ryan Clifford, Jet Williams, Brandon Sproat, Carson Bench,
El Diablo,
or Fernando Tatis.
Hold up, send it to me though. Espérate, loco. Mándamelo.
Yo te lo mando.
Mándamelo, loco, porque pause, pero mándamelo because I gotta see.
You want me to send it on the Twitter?
No, X.
Oh,
yeah. Just saying, I could put it up right here.
All right, I could just send it. I'm surprised you didn't see it, bro.
Damn, son, they out here clowning my takes. They out here clowning my takes.
They are. Yeah, they
Pope don't want to hear none of the shit that I'm saying.
Oh, shit.
Pope is like, yo, fuck out of here, Top. Chill with this bullshit. Chill with this bullshit. Okay, aquí mismo lo. Oh, espérate. Why didn't it take me to your trade though? Hold up.
I sent it to the.
Nah, I know, but when I clicked the trade, it didn't fucking. I don't know why I didn't. Hold on.
I approve that trade, Randy, too much, but fuck it. Yo, bro, flip. Fernando Tatis wants to play, bro, for the Mets, bro.
Apparently,
he wants to play from the Mets. I got it from a source. I got it from.
Apparently, he got it from.
I got it from a fake source, bro.
Aquí mismo, bang. Aquí mismo. Here we go. Okay, so we got Padres will receive Luis Angel Acuna, Ryan Clifford, Jet Williams, Brandon Sproat, and Carson Bench for the one and only Fernando Tatis Jr.
I can confirm Mcneil's still on that squad, bro.
You know what? Can we take out Brandon Sproat and put Jonathan on there? You think it'll work? Or you just like Jonathan more than Brandon Sproat?
Can we what?
Because you're gonna have to give up a Carson Bench in this, and I'm fine with Clifford and Sproat. Luis Angel Acuna is probably gonna hurt a little bit, but you're gonna. I understand.
You know what you might have to do? You might have to, and we gotta get a little uncomfortable. Okay, we gotta get more uncomfortable. You might have to give up a Brandon Sproat and a Santucci.
Oh boy! Oh you.
Because the Padres need
prospects.
The Padres want pitching,
and they want prospects. They're thin. Them motherfuckers are thin of prospects.
Or maybe you can convince the Padres to take Brandon Sproat and Kodai Senga. Maybe. I don't know.
I didn't even think of that.
Because
do you think they'll take Senga?
Teams do like Senga. He doesn't.
Mm.
It's not like he's. Look, I know he went to AAA or whatever. He didn't do good in the second. People do still really like Senga. He has a lot of
Okay.
interest out there.
Yeah. Interesting.
So maybe you put Brandon Sproat. Brandon Sproat.
Now I'm starting to look. I'm starting to look at it. I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think now.
Maybe you put Brandon Sproat. Maybe you put Kodai Senga in there.
Okay? So how about this? Let's look at your list. Well, what I'm saying is, instead of giving up Brandon Sproat, or
You
Brandon
put
Sproat,
Tong in there.
you put Tong in there. Would you do that?
Okay, so the thing about Tong is one of the best pitching prospects in the game. So it's like
Yeah, but you can. But I would do that knowing that Brandon Sproat's upside is just a little bit better than Tong. And let Tong develop here. Remember, they're both righties, so it's not like you're losing a lefty and a righty.
and let Tong develop in San Diego.
In San Diego, right? Correct.
Well, I think Tong would, if you do Jonah Tong in that trade, and you do Carson Bench, and you do Jet Williams, or you do
If
you take out Jet Williams, and you put
no. Keep his ass
AJ
there.
Ewing.
No, keep no. Wait, yo, my man. All right, te está pasando loco. La droga te está. No. What if you do? What if you take out Bench and you put Kodai in there?
You can't. You can't take out Bench.
They're gonna want Bench, is what you're saying.
Bench is gonna.
That's 100%. They're gonna want Bench.
I think so. I think Ben's got to go in the Tatis trade.
Okay, because you're losing a center fielder,
but you're gaining a Tatis Jr.
Yeah. No. Relax, calmate.
I'm good.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I would do it anyways. I'm just saying that. Think about if you would have just taken Senga out. I mean, put Senga in and take Bench out. You still have your center fielder there.
What do you mean?
If you put Senga there instead of Carson Bench,
you're taking out Carson Bench out of the trade,
and you put Senga in there. You don't think they'll take it?
No.
Damn, bro.
So wait, so you're trading Kodai Senga, you're trading Brandon Sproat, you're trading Jet, you're trading Clifford and
no. Time out. For me, I'm putting Jonah Tong, taking out Brandon Sproat.
You're doing
I'm putting Kodai Senga and taking out Carson Bench.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think. I personally don't think it's gonna work, but I don't know. Maybe it could. Honestly, we don't know. We don't know exactly what San Diego want, but we know that they want pitching.
Right. But that's why I'm looking at it. That's why that's how I'm looking.
But if you lose an outfielder, you're gonna want an outfielder, and
but they already have outfielding there. They have more outfielding than pitching. That's what I'm saying.
I think Ben's got to go in that. I don't know. I think Ben's got to go in that trade. But
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it.
Jr.
No, I understand. This isn't.
No, I'm saying you're gonna have to give up. You're gonna have to give up.
But I'm still giving up. I'm still giving up Senga.
You're gonna have to give up all of them. Senga, Bench.
If there's a way I could keep Bench, I'll do it. If there's not, then I'll still do it. But I would start the negotiations with saying, hey, instead of you guys wanting Bench, can I give you Kodai Senga, where you get another starting pitcher, and I'll give you another starting pitcher in Jonah Tong instead of Brandon Sproat. Since you guys already have outfielders, you guys don't need more outfielders. However, you guys do need pitching. That's your emergency pickup. I'm giving you 2 pitchers instead of giving you 1 pitcher and an outfielder.
Who's the Padres outfielders?
You got Laureano, and then you have they got 2 prospects that are outfielders as well.
They got two prospects that are outfielders as well.
Yes, yes. Plus the outfielders that are coming in now.
Hmm. Okay.
Ryan Clifford is definitely going to get a chance.
Ryan Clifford's not an outfielder.
It says here he's an outfielder right here.
Yeah, but he's
And that by that,
he's not an
no.
outfielder. He's like
Stop. Yo, y'all motherfuckers do this shit all the time with Ryan
stop.
Clifford. Which one is it? Is he a first baseman or is he an outfielder? It's the same thing with Jet. Is he an infielder or is he an outfielder? Which one is it, man? Come on, like yo.
Likely he's a first baseman.
Oh my, so he can't play the outfield is what you're telling me. Because what's the difference? If the brother could play two positions, that's considered an outfielder as well. It's the same thing with Jet.
Yo,
I listen. I'm just saying. Okay.
No, I see what you. I get it.
I'm just saying.
I get it.
I'm just saying. I'm looking at. Okay. Let me see. They do have pitching, bro.
The Padres.
Their prospect list is full of pitchers.
Oh, so maybe they don't need pitching then. Man, let me see.
2026. Let me look at 2026 is not even up yet. I'm looking at 2025. Is the 2025 prospect like? Look, did Ethan Salas go in the Mason Miller trade?
No.
Okay. Ethan Salas is a catcher, right? Then look at their top. Look at their 2 through 5 right here. They're all pitchers. I'm gonna show you right now. I mean, they're not AAA, but they're all pitchers.
Yeah, but how many top 100 they got? Let me see.
That's a good question.
Because that's important.
Yeah,
they only got 2.
Okay,
they only got 2, which is a catcher and a pitcher, and the pitcher's 95.
Okay.
Because
that is important. I didn't look at that. I didn't.
These are their top prospects, but not the top 100. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that is true. Yep. No, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Let me see. Yeah. For pitcher, right-handed pitcher.
So the kid Cruz Schoolcraft. His ETA is 2029.
They're not even ready yet.
They're not ready. Those kids are not ready, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't think a Senga and a Jonathan Thompson will work?
I think it will be attractive to the Padres. I don't know what else needs to go in that trade.
I mean, like I said, I still do it. It's just.
It's a lot. It's a lot to give up.
Just Carson Bench would be such a nice thing to keep, bro.
And I'll tell you this, man. I know a lot of people are, this kid Carson Bench is gonna have a lot of pressure when he comes up on tour.
Yeah, man. But hey, listen, man. Hypotheticals are hypotheticals. This is what the offseason is all about. Hopefully, maybe David Stearns does call, San Diego and say, yo, what y'all want? Let's figure this.
Yeah.
Let's figure this out now. Move Soto to left field. You have your center fielder. If they do Byron Buxton, at least they could try to do it to where he's not playing the field all the time. I would be okay with that because, the main goal is to get Joe Ryan. But if you're going to bring in Buxton, at least you could bring him in on a situation where he's not playing the field every day. Freddie Peralta is an option. Obviously, Framber Valdez is still out there to sign if they want to sign him. Like I said, y'all be believing Hector Gomez too much. He's 50-50. I don't be reading into his bullshit. But y'all could do that if y'all want.
He's also the brother. Also the brother, the first base coach for the Mets now. So
which makes the situation even worse because as his brother, why would you want that to leak? But that's neither here or there. Like I said, hypotheticals are hypotheticals. It is the offseason, so that's the conversation. That's going to be it. Jeff McNeil and Francisco Lindor don't like each other. They had another argument. Jeff McNeil most likely will get traded because I just don't see the notion of trading Francisco Lindor, especially when he's trying to speak up as a leader who is not the captain yet And yet some people who just hate Francisco Lindor want Francisco Lindor to be traded because, oh, here's another problem and he shouldn't be our shortstop. But let's believe in let's bring up the young kids to win us a championship as a starting shortstop. Yay! When we no, we don't need that. Randy, any last words before we sign off, excuse me.
No, David Stearns, wake the hell up, man. Make some moves, man. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get this winter meetings. Let's go, let's go.
Let's get it going, man. Y'all appreciate the 200 plus that has watched with us, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys follow Randy at Randy Talks Mets on YouTube, X, Instagram, wherever he's at. Make sure you guys show my guy some love and show him some support. He be lost. So we always use the hashtag where is Randy. But when you do see him, you see his logo in the sky like Batman. You see he kind of pops up at night. It's out there right now because he's on the stream with me. But you can follow me at Top Bunk Sports on YouTube, X, Instagram, and TikTok. And make sure you guys just show love and support. Make sure you guys like this live, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, we will catch you guys on the next stream. Peace. Yeah.